Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Reject Films, back with another review for you guys and a short unboxing for Brahms, The Boy 2, the sequel to, of course, The Boy. Yeah, this was sent to me by Universal. First thing I've gotten from Universal, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully that continues on. It's really cool for a small channel like myself to get stuff from a major studio like that. I get other review copies, as you guys know, but this is the first, I'll say, major studio to send me anything. So really, really cool. Thank you guys for all your support and everything to get me to where I am, at least, even though I still would like to grow more than I am. Anyways, so Brahms, The Boy 2 Blu-ray, nothing particularly fancy. You have your slipcover, which is a pretty nice slip. I like the artwork on there, but unfortunately the same artwork underneath, like your major studios always do. But you do have the digital code, which I have already redeemed, and your DVD Blu-ray combo pack, your standard issue Universal Blu-ray, and the DVD. Yeah, I wish they'd put some Blu-ray art on there as well, but, you know, what are you going to do? It was brought up again today in some Facebook groups about the slipcover art and the inside art being different, and I completely agree that it should be. If you're lesser known, boutique labels can do it, like Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, things like that, and even your more popular boutique labels like Scream, Shout Factory, Arrow Video can do it. Then there's no reason why Universal and Paramount and all those guys can't do it too. But you know, it is what it is. You do have a couple features on here. You have a alternate ending and deleted and alternate scenes. But yeah, it seems like the synopsises to movies get smaller and smaller as well. There's not much going on here. I apologize for the lighting, guys. My main lighting went out a couple days ago, and trying to get that fixed. So yeah, there is your Blu-ray to it. As far as the film itself, I wasn't the biggest fan of the first one here, and I thought it was just okay, an average horror film, but I did enjoy it enough to be curious enough about the sequel, and the sequel does take it to a different place. I'll give you guys a quick synopsis. You start out with a home invasion with Katie Holmes' character and her son in the house. She gets kind of knocked out by the robbers, and then you wake up to the little boy being with somebody trying to figure out what his condition is and everything. After this incident happens, he develops mutism, like selective mutism, which for me, I'm probably a little more partial to this film because in real life, my son has selective mutism as well. It started when he was about 5 and he's now 18, so I definitely related to the character of the little boy in here a lot more than a lot of people probably will. So I do have a little bit more sympathy for that character. Anyway, so after that, they move into the guest house that is attached to the property of the Hillshire house from the first film. Things start happening. The little boy finds Brahms buried out in the woods. You run across a groundskeeper who's really creepy. Things like that. More things happen with the doll. The doll actually starts to move in this one. You'll see it move its head and move its eyes and things like that, which we did not get in the first one. And then, you know, you have your back and forth between Katie Holmes' character trying to figure out if this is all in her head or if this stuff is actually happening. You have this deep connection between the little boy and Brahms kind of causing mischief or whatever you want to say. And, you know, all that stuff leads Katie Holmes' character to really dive back into a lot of flashbacks and things like that from the home invasion, which some of them seem a little unnecessary. Seem a little forced and everything, but you know, of course, she's blaming the little boy for everything. At another point in the film, you do have family members that come and visit them. Of course, the little boy warns them, you know, not to have any guests because you're still following the rules from the first one if you guys have seen the first one. And I also don't believe you have to have seen the first one to watch the sequel, because a lot of things are going to be explained to you about the Brahms character and everything like that, and things that happened in the first film. There is flashbacks to events from the first film. So if you haven't seen the first one and you just want to see this one because it looked interesting, by all means, that is fine. I don't, like I said, really feel like you need to watch the first one to enjoy this one. And some people feel like this one took away some of the things that happened in the first one, saying that they don't even exist now, which I don't think that that's true myself, but, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. So, yeah. Eventually you get to an ending that is pretty much, I saw coming to an extent. The very, very ending I did not see coming. And there is, like I said, an alternate ending on here as well. And I'm glad they stuck with the ending that they went with on this one for sure. And definitely leaves it open for another one. I know I didn't say a whole lot about what happens in this film because I feel like a lot of people haven't seen this one, as it is a new release. It comes out this Tuesday, the 19th, on Blu-ray, DVD, and everything. I believe it is available for streaming right now. So if you guys are wanting to check it out, if you're kind of on the fence about the first one and you didn't really care for it that much, I would say stream this one first. If you guys really did enjoy the first one, I would say you will enjoy this one as well. Again, people disagree with that, thinking that if you really like the first one, you're not going to like this one. I don't know. That's up to you guys to decide. So, at this point, I will give a few spoilers away to this. And before that, though, I will say I did enjoy the setting of the first one a little bit more, all taking place inside of that house, having that constant creepy, unsettling kind of gothic feel to that home, and not knowing what's going on, not knowing if it's the doll's really alive or something is going on with that. Of course, if you guys have seen the first one, you know what the ending reveals to that. The second one is a little bit more different locations and things like that. A little bit more entertaining. I feel like the first one took a lot longer to get to certain things. With this one, I feel like it definitely gets to what's going on quicker. Like I said, with the different locations and everything, that really helped. Some outdoor scenes and things like that. Some scenes with the groundskeeper and everything, and some unsettling drawings and stuff that the little boy keeps in his book he uses to write since he does not speak. Yeah, I think it was pretty entertaining all the way through. I don't think it was really boring. The acting was pretty good all around. Katie Holmes is definitely showing her age in a few scenes in this, but that's okay. It feels more realistic that way, I think. You don't have your people that have had, a lot of work done in Hollywood and things like that. It feels like a more natural character. So, of course, Katie Holmes from Dawson's Creek and, Disturbing Behavior back in the day was real popular, and she hasn't been able to find that again. I don't know, and I don't think choosing this film is going to bring you back to that stardom. But this is, like I say, from the same writer and directors as the first one. Who also did, the director did Stay Alive as well. I'd much rather see a sequel to Stay Alive than The Boy. I really liked that movie a lot. I know it's only got like a 5 point something on IMDb as well, but I'd like to see that movie come back. Maybe it's a little late now, but we'll see. So anyway, with all that being said, I will reveal a couple spoilers now. And so if you guys have not seen this movie and you don't want anything spoiled, definitely stop watching, I guess. And thank you for watching up to this point. So the end of the first one, you do have the doll being put back together and everything like that. And you think that it is Brahms putting the doll back together. You believe it is Brahms that was in the walls. In this one, you come to find out that it was not Brahms himself. It was the groundskeeper who was putting Brahms back together. And it's not necessarily that it was Brahms in the wall. This is just my opinion as far as what I'm talking about now. It was the caretaker that was in the walls. And Brahms lives inside of the caretaker and telling him to, hey, bury me out in the woods. I need a new family and all of this stuff. Again, this is just my opinion, my thoughts on this one and the first one, how they can connect together. There are a few things that are given to you in a sequence of news articles and things like that that are kind of conflicting and everything. And I don't know. I think Brahms is just like the spirit of this little boy that needs to find a new family and a new little boy to attach to. Again, my own thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah. So, yeah, that's going to about do it for this review, guys. Again, I want to thank Universal for sending this out. It's definitely not a complete waste of time or anything like that. Like I say, if you guys love the first one, I think you guys will enjoy this one too. I thought the first one was just okay. This one, again, just being okay. If you can stream it first, definitely do so. Yeah, and let me know what you guys think of the first one, the second one, if you've seen it. And, you know, like I said, at least we get a couple features on the second one. You got absolutely nothing on the first one. There's no features whatsoever. So, definitely. And people were complaining about the title of this movie. I mean, they could have just went with The Boy 2, I guess, instead of Brahms, The Boy 2. But like I say, I feel like Brahms is the spirit that lives inside of this doll and eventually connects itself to the boy that finds this doll. And the first one, yeah, you didn't have the doll moving around and things like that. I'm not sure if this is where they were originally planning on going when they made the first film, but they definitely left it open for a sequel. People say that it, you know, wasn't, but it definitely was to me anyways. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope everybody is doing well. I tried to keep this as short as possible and not give too much away until the little spoiler section. But yeah. Till next time, guys, peace, love, happiness to everybody. Stay safe out there. Be kind to each other, all that good stuff. And hopefully, like I say, we continue to get things in for review from you know, this company and others. I know I still have a stack of stuff to review for Warner Archive, Wild Eye. I think that's it right now. I think I'm all caught up on everything else. I will have another random review coming very shortly. It's going to be a 4-film review segment this time because I haven't done one in forever. So I'm just going to throw a few films out there at once. So I will try to get to that as soon as possible. And until then, guys, take care. Bye.